Tesla has reported record earnings for the third consecutive quarter on the back of strong sales in the large Chinese market. The electric car maker says it made $1.6 billion in the 3 months to September. That's up almost 400% year-on-year. Revenues also beat expectations, coming in at $13.8 billion. Earlier this month, the company said it delivered a record-breaking 241,000 vehicles to customers. U.S. auto giants like Ford and General Motors saw a drop in sales in the same period due to supply chain issues that are slowing down production. Tesla says it could have sold even more cars if not for those same logistical problems that have led to an industry-wide shortage of parts like batteries and semiconductors. For more on the story, let's bring in Jim Holder in London. He's the editorial director at Autocar. Good to have you on the program, Jim. Now, supply chain issues are really hurting the industry across the board. Tesla too, to a lesser extent. So what's Elon Musk doing right, and can his company sustain this?
Yeah, I think we have to remember Tesla is a relatively small company compared to the likes of Ford and GM. It's around a tenth of the size in terms of volumes, and that makes it much more agile. You still get a sense that Tesla is being run by people, not departments, and that has allowed it to move perhaps with a bit more agility than some of those rivals to keep pumping out the cars. It does recognize there are problems, not just chips, as you say, but also port blockages holding up production and some power outages stopping production at some of its plants. So it has challenges, but it seems, as you say, to be able to overcome them with that bit more agility.
So Tesla no longer the only big name in the game. European and Chinese companies going all in on electric vehicles. How can Tesla compete with them, which are presumably better funded?
Yeah, absolutely. Some really massive brands, particularly in China, are coming through into the electric car market. But what I think is crucial is that Tesla has a foothold in China already. It has its Shanghai factory up and running. It's overcome some big difficulties there. So it can compete on the home soil of these manufacturers. I think we also see Tesla trying to broaden its brand appeal. It's not just going to be a top-end manufacturer. Its last two launches, the Model 3 and the Model Y, at the more affordable end of the market, competing with the likes of the BMW 3 Series. And Elon Musk has hinted that he is willing to push further down that price bracket and really take on the mainstream manufacturers. I think we have to acknowledge Tesla has leadership here. If it can hold on to it, everyone else has to keep chasing. So as long as it remains ambitious, it still has a chance to hold on to that leadership position.
All right, Jim Holder joining us from London. Thank you. Always appreciate the analysis. Now to other top stories from around the world. Bitcoin has reached a fresh all-time high, surging past $66,000. That's as investors back the launch of a Bitcoin-linked exchange-traded fund in the U.S. The ProShares Bitcoin ETF has topped $1 billion in assets since its first day of trading on Tuesday. The world's leading digital token was worth below $30,000 in July. JP Morgan, HSBC, and other large financial institutions allegedly bankrolled businesses linked to deforestation to the tune of $119 billion. That's according to a report by the Global Witness Campaign, citing data from 2016 to 2020. Companies that got financing from major banks include Olam International, one of the world's largest food ingredient suppliers, and Brazilian meat producer JBS. And online payments firm PayPal is reportedly in talks to scoop up social media company Pinterest for $45 billion. The deal could be the biggest takeover of the year. PayPal recently acquired Japanese payments company Paydi for nearly $3 billion. Pinterest has more than 450 million users. And that's all from Business for now.